Hello, and welcome back to Dune Awakening. So last time I gave you guys the tour of the new Eastern Vermilius Gap base. Since we just moved over this way, we should be here for a while. And did a little just farming, showed you how the dew reaping works. Um, and so tonight I want to actually go and do the second trial of Aql. But first, give you a few little changes at the base. So I'm working on the bedroom in here. So the bed is very modern, sci-fi looking, and the walls and stuff from the Kaladin Palace. But these are actually the Cholm side tables. I like those. The bed's fine. I wish it was more, you know, traditional. But I found these rounded corners, so put those in. I put stairs up to here from the balcony. And still haven't done much in here. Haven't done really anything in the office since last time. Besides to put a rounded corner over there. And a couple things I do want to do. I can learn the sandbike Mark II, so I'm going to do that. Let's see. So Mark II sandbike. And learn the booster for that. I have a booster on the other Mark I sandbike, but I'll just make a fresh one for this sandbike to use. Looks like we can unlock the... Oh, we can go to Mark III, but I have a feeling we're not going to have the resources for that. Is that a spice blow? Yep. Cool. Just letting people know in case someone wants to come get this. I'm really not in the position to do that. I need an ornithopter. Alright. So yeah, I would get that crafting. Okay, so... Man, I'm glad I have a lot of iron. One, two, three treads. Oh man, I have to swap the engines out. The engine on the Mark One Honda engine I have, unique schematic, is better. I'll have to swap this Mark II onto the other bike and take its purple engine. PSU. Crafting, and while that's crafting, want to upgrade to the next level of blood refiner. No, I need to unlock it still. There we go. Improved blood purifier. I guess it refines it quicker, and maybe it holds more. It doesn't hold more water, but maybe it holds more blood, so you don't need as many of them. Let me see. There we go. 50 iron ingots, wow. 16 silicone blocks and 9 complex machinery. Okay. Let's see. Put 2 in, I guess. Yeah, I gotta turn these guys off. Disable these guys, and then I'm gonna drain the water out of these and just remove them. Have more room for cisterns. Okay. They're both going. Alright. Alright, let me check this out. Oh yeah, 24,000. Yeah, that's 9, 18. So, okay, so that's almost 3 medium blood bag capacity. So I should make another medium blood bag. Alright, grab the sandbike components I've just crafted. PSU, engine, tread, okay. The chassis in hull. Chassis. Hull, and we'll make a scanner. Show you that, the scanner. I made the portable handheld one. It's not great. It's just kind of, you shoot it out, you forward about 200 yards, 200 meters, and it'll show like waypoints to like iron and stuff. But I mean, you can see the stuff pretty far. On the bike, it's actually pretty cool. It's really easy on the bike. You just hit C, whereas on foot, you have to bring out the scanner. It takes up a hotbar slot, and it takes up a slot in your inventory, so not great. Alright, blood bag. Good thing I made it. Got it. I've probably done 3 big iron runs since I moved over here. I'm gonna need to go back to Haga Basin South and do a big copper run. Alright, so that'll give me enough to more than fill this blood processor. Alright, let me move this out of the way. Okay. I got all the bike components. Let's swap this unique engine for deposit this raw materials here. Copper. Get that stuff processing. Alright, grab some welding wire. Alright, so detach. Alright, so sandbike engine Mark II. Okay. Alright, so this is our backup bike. Oh, and I made the garage bigger. I moved this, the opening was right here, so I moved this out. And then once I get the water out of these and break them, I'll just take this wall down right here. Alright, let's assemble this new bike. Where's the hole? Okay. Alright. PSU. My Honda's engine. Treads. Hole. Why do I have 2 boosters? Did I craft 2 boosters and not a scanner? Alright. booster. Alright, let's just take... Alright. I thought I crafted another scanner. Maybe I didn't grab it. No. I don't know what happened. 20 iron ingots, man. Mark II scanner. Almost done. Ah, man, I love watching it print. So cool. My friend Ben was like, "But how did you make the fabricator? Like, how did you fabricate the fabricator? You know, the fabricator can fabricate everything else. Well, you need bigger ones and so forth for bigger stuff." Alright. Alright, install the booster and the booster and the scanner. Scanner is attached. Right, so I think the default skin is different than the default Mark 1, maybe. But anyway, this is the Chrome skin, I think. So let's see what we're gonna do. So we have the Dusk Rider Chom, which is what's on the other bike, Mala, and Sunset Dye. I'm gonna go with the Dusk Rider. Come on. Get this trim. There we go. Pretty cool. Very different than this one. Nice. I love it. Now I know which one is which quickly. Alright, put the welding stuff away. Alright, third blood bag here. Alright, so let's go to the second trial. It is over... No, that's not it. Why isn't it on the map? I swear I saw it the other day. Alright, so I'm almost positive it was on the map, and I thought it was over here, so looking on Google, this is where it should be. But I'm gonna have to come down here and then shoot across this way. And you know, I love it. You know how much I love having to edit videos when normally I wouldn't have to. Update respawn point. Out of fuel. Refill fuel. Come on, open door. Thank you. I missed this morning's dew reaping. Very, very bad. So I know nothing about this trial. I've been pretty much avoiding story spoiler stuff. Been getting some tips along the way. Why am I lagging? I don't think that's my graphics card. I think that's the connection. Not getting a ping warning though. Alright. So that's drum sand, I think. I don't think it's quicksand, but I could be wrong. But anyway, need to shoot. Oh my god, it doesn't put it like right where your cursor's at. Alright. Oh yeah, so that's the scanner right there. Been on this sand for a while. We made it. Alright. So I think it should be in here. This little nook there. Is that a tower? Made out of the Arcunin stuff. Yep. Or no, I don't know what that is, but well, mix. There's a Kaladin Palace and a Chom facility, I think. And then I don't. Is that part of the game or is that some sort of building set? I don't know. All right. Is this it? I thought this was the cave, but no. I think it's going to be easier just to walk around. Okay, where is this cave? Oh, okay. Down here? Okay, this looks like it. This looks like it. Let me put my bike down so I have a save point. Come on. Not possible to place vehicle. Why? Why can't I place it? Alright, there we go. Alright. So I don't know if this is going to be combat, if it's even physically dangerous, or what. Oh yeah, I crafted the oh shoot. Craft the Mark II cutter ray, because it'll get carbon, and I think it gets iron better than Sims. Alright. Cool art. Check that out for a second. Whoa. Was I meant to fall there? I guess. Should probably be more careful. This looks familiar. Interact with the Ultra, then complete the second trial. Inhale the spice. Oh yeah, it's time to party. You guys have no annoyed. You guys have no idea how annoyed I am that I'm gonna have to edit this now. Stupid icon not showing up. There I am in the Tier 1 still suit. Back in the mysterious Fremen dream world or something. Let's see what this one's about. Last time we had to avoid these eyes, which shot out like UV rays to bake you.
What is the purpose of thought? Ibn Qirdaima. Speed is a device of Shaitan. Do you understand, Wali?
I do not understand.
Our God gave us the gift of thought, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Knowledge without action is empty. Bila kaifa.
Static compactor, okay.
Our wanderings brought us to Rosak. We were persecuted. Our families burned in the fires of their ignorance. We learned the cost of inaction. Never to forgive, never to forget.
Ah. Not sure why the sand compactor thing is putting out the fires, but that's cool with me. Alright. Good, we got a sand compactor because a little bit of sand I've mined by hand or collected. Flour sand.
Our work made them more so. We learned the cost of action. Never to forgive, never to forget.
So if you missed the first trial, it talks about the Fremen being slaves on I think they lived on Harmonthep, a planet, and they were captured by slavers, and just talks about that. And then they were suffering, and then anyway they came to Arrakis, and because it was a land of suffering, it was perfect for them essentially. And through suffering they learned thought, and through thought they,
It was on
define their actions.
That the Sayadina created the poison drug. Words became memories. Through thought and action combined, we learned to create.
So Rosak is where the sorceress of Rosaks came from, who are the ancestors of the Bene Gesserit, and I guess they're related. And then the Bene Gesserit, they spread their messages through manipulating religion, so they got in with the Buddha Islamist pre-Fremen before they were Fremen. So I can put out poison traps too. Okay. Ow! Took me back to the beginning, but it didn't reset the other poison traps. Ooh, come on. Alright, keep an eye out for the little, looks like sprinkler heads or beer bottles. Looks like I go down this way.
The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us Shaitan to force action? And where does action lead?
Pretty cool. But yeah, if you didn't see the first trial video, I actually didn't get it on recording for this playthrough because I thought I was recording it and I didn't have my software on. But if you go to my beta weekend playthrough, episode 4, that's the first trial. It didn't change in the full release. If you're curious.
Thought and action lead to creation. What is the purpose of thought? To honor the Creator. Remember Rosak. Bila Kaifa. What is the purpose of thought?
To honor the Creator.
To honor the Creator. Remember Rosak. Bila Kaifa.
Awaken. Health. So yeah, if you want to join me, that's the server I'm on. I'm register, but I mean it's never I've never had to queue or anything for it, so not super talkative. And I play, I mean it's midnight, so people are going to bed for work tomorrow. But this is my job, plus DoorDash, which I actually delivered food for 7 hours today, so happy to be playing some Dune. Alright. Flower sand is the main component for making silicone blocks and other recipes. Flower sand can be found on the open sands. Look for a cloud of white dust to find a harvest tool. A harvest spot. To harvest it efficiently, use a static compactor. Okay. Journey introduced. Third trial of Aql. Alright, we buried treasure. Let's see here. Join a house. What was that? Buried treasure, okay. Research the handheld resource scanner, fabricate a handheld resource scanner, fabricate a static compactor. Locate and unbury a treasure. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Well, let's just hit a POI, and then I have a bunch of stuff to do at the Anvil, which I think is the local trade post. A bunch of contracts there. So that's what we will do next time. But I do want to hit POI over here. So we'll do that, and then we'll wrap it up. This iron's just too convenient. Is this where my bike is? No. Yeah, there it is. Give me your iron. What time is it? Is it dew reaping time? Not quite. Do I have any yeah, I have a little bit of water. For a POI, good. Let's see here. There should be one nearby. Yeah, there's one right here. How do I get there? Go around this way, I guess. Let's see. Okay, this is just the other entrance to the cave. Alright, let us just do some climbing to get there.
Eyes on target. Shield off. It'll all be over soon. Found them.
All right, man, that was intense. Blood extractor. Intense, man. I don't even have a save point over here. Let me drink some water to get my nope. Fat fingered. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Turn my shield off. Alright, heal up with the cheap bandages. I saved the Mark II bandages for the heart of battle. Alright, time. Not quite due time. POI around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. Can I put my bike down here? So I have a save point. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's put our armor on. Let's be smart. Errands. Okay. And put our stunner on. Oh, the sugar wire is pretty good for stunning, but not quite as good. Alright. Shield on.
I need backup.
Grenades. Jeez. Jeez, man, those heavy gunners are ridiculous. Turret for the win, man. Another hit gunner. No. A little more water. Consume shot. Fat fingered. So I have the advanced Mentat trainer mission. So I want to kind of save my points. So I want to upgrade my turret as soon as possible, and some of my passives that give me increased rifle damage. But we do need to try out the new weapons I unlocked, just the green ones, until we find some purple schematics. But try some of those out. There's like a shotgun, SMG, stuff like that. It's alright. I'll stop harvesting. Just force a habit. So let's see. We're looking for intel and a celestial chest potentially.
Habib, my honored uncle, I send you this message with the deepest regret for my unfortunate behavior and words when we last met. I know I told you I no longer needed your patronage, but I now know that was a great mistake. When I left to join the gang at the old Imperial station, I foolishly believed that stealing from town dwellers would be the key to wealth and contentment. But disaster struck from the start. A band of renegade house soldiers found our hideout and seized the station with much bloodshed on our part. It was only by pure chance that I escaped alive. Foolishly, I thought our powerful patrons would avenge us. But no! They have forsaken us in favor of the renegades! Please, my uncle, do you have room for me in
Is
your
there
band?
not intel here?
I am most desperate, for all hands are turned against he who travels the desert alone.
Oh, it's not coming up. So no, that's the camp I went to. Alright, that one has intel. Come on, there's too much crap here. Sorry. Whoops. That is not what I meant to do. Don't have my sugar wire attached. There's got to be intel here. Sugar wire. Oh, I gotta wait for my cooldown. Oh yeah, there it is. Sweet. Awesome. Alright. Alright, well we found the intel. I have no idea where the iron tier celestial chests are. I mean, there are tons of them. Look at this. So all the copper, but look at all the iron. There's a whole nother row, so... Not sure where we find those. This is the third POI I've been to and haven't found a celestial chest, the big chest with the constellations on them. But I think that will do it. Okay, no, that was not part of. This is that guy's base. This is behind it. What is that? Is that the anvil? Anvil is this way, right? Yeah. Alright. Well, anyway. We did the second trial of Aql, which unlocked the sand compactor. We need that to gather flower sand, which we need to make silicone blocks. I actually gathered some. You get a little bit from NPCs, and I gathered some by just hand harvesting the loose flower sand, and then made the silicone blocks, which I used those to make the reaping tool and the tier 2 blood purifier. So, but next time we'll craft might craft the new key rob armors if it's any better than the Aaron's armor. I'm thinking it's not going to be, but we'll check that out, and then we'll craft some of the other weapons we haven't tried yet, the like the shotgun and the SMG and stuff. And hit some more PIs, and then make our way over to the anvil and start working on those contracts. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a channel member. I have a goal of 13 members by the end of July. Be well, and I'll see you next time.